sometimes when let's define or underestimate the weight of what peace is. The occurrence with King Saul, he was oppressed by an evil spirit, and only what could sustain King Saul was somebody playing music. How do you correlate a music with something spiritual, something intense? And that tells you how weighty sounds are, how music are, and it is more than the sounds. It is more than you vibing. It's more than you say it's trending, it's popular. So that music that you listen to today, or the one you listened to last night, or the one you will listen to, is bringing peace to your life. And you know that just vibing to it is not enough. It's doing something to your within. There is an impact of what we hear on our brain, whether you are healing or you are deteriorating in health. And so it is important that we begin to pay attention to the kind of music that we listen to, if it goes as far as impact on our well-being. How do we now begin to pay attention to the kind of music that we listen to, considering the impact that it has on us as humans, particularly as it concerns the prosperity of your soul? One universal language that we all speak is music. Tell me, you most likely have listened to some form of music today, whether on social media or personally. Somehow we all speak that language of music, regardless of the genre, right? We all just speak that universal language. But science have proven to us that beyond the universality of music, there is an impact of what we hear on our brain that improves the dopamine, right? And impacts on our emotions and, of course, our brain. It's also been proven that when your ears dictate sound, it doesn't just stop there. Your cell responds to the sounds, to the waves, the vibrations, the frequencies. Your cell responds to them, and it impacts on your general health, whether you are healing or you are deteriorating in health. And so it is important that we begin to pay attention to the kind of music that we listen to, if it goes as far as impact on our well-being. If you're listening to this video to this point and you haven't hit the subscribe button, I think you should do at this point, and ensure that you share with somebody who also needs to listen to it. Have you done that?
I did that.
Okay, so let's get going to the conversation. How do we now begin to pay attention to the kind of music that we listen to, considering the impact that it has on us as humans, particularly as it concerns the prosperity of your soul? 3 things I would have liked to you in this new bill that should stand as a yardstick, a still proof technique for you to detect and discern the kind of music, filter the kind of music you listen to regardless of the genre. First is you looking at it from a perspective. Does this music bring peace? Yes. Does it bring peace? Is this music void of toxicity? And sometimes when let's define or underestimate the weight of what peace is. In the Hebrew word, it's shalom, and what shalom means is that it brings something that brings completeness, something that brings wholeness, right? Something that fosters prosperity. So that music that you listen to today, or the one you listened to last night, or the one you will listen to, is bringing peace to your life. Let's speak to it in reference to scriptures. One preferred instance is the occurrence with King Saul. His soul was troubled by an evil spirit. He was oppressed by an evil spirit. And only what could sustain King Saul was somebody playing music. And that brought David into the palace because he was skillful with the harp. And every time he played the harp, he suited the king. How do you correlate a music with something spiritual, something intense? And that tells you how weighty sounds are, how music are, and shouldn't just be looked at with the ordinary eye. Number 2 yardstick I didn't mention in this video is asking the question, is this music pure? Yes. Is it pure? The word, the lyrics, the sound itself, is it pure? Is it wholesome? Are you just dancing? You know that just vibing to it is not enough. It's doing something to your within. And so you must answer that question of, is it pure? Does it allow me to really experience the wholesomeness, the prosperity, that my light should come into, right? And very tried example the scripture gives us is when Elisha asked that music to play so that it could hear the Lord. Do you see? The music had to be awesome for him to get inspiration or be inspired by God or commune with God. So you also want to do that and ask the question, is this music pure? The fact that the music is calm or the sounds are calm doesn't totally guarantee it is pure. So you want to truly look at it and say, is this music awesome enough for me to be plugged into it? Number 3, yes, that you must begin to use to filter the kind of music that you listen to so that you enjoy the prosperity of your soul is asking the question of, is this music praiseworthy? Is it reputable? Is it noble? Is it graceful? Is it admirable? You must answer those questions. That I'm listening to it, that it is popular, that is everywhere on the media, that it is trendy. Is it actually praiseworthy? Popular doesn't mean praiseworthy. Do you see? It must be praiseworthy, it must be noble, it must be gracious, it must be doing something reputable, graceful to you, right? And very tried example is, have you ever imagined? I want you to imagine that. Imagine throughout scriptures, most times the scriptures reference war with the group of Israel. God would instruct them, they go before the war front, or the war front should begin with people playing, the soldiers playing the trumpet, or even maybe the tribe Judah should go forth, and that's Judah means praise, right? They should go first, and victory is rather. Do you see? How do you connect the nexus between music and certain occurrences in your lives? That shows to you that it is more than the sounds, it is more than you vibing, it's more than you say it's trending, it's popular. I did it in a party. And it is so significant that you begin to do this because your life must experience that awesomeness that God had ordained for it. You must experience the prosperity of your soul. And because your soul is the channel that you rightly interpret what God has deposited in you from the very beginning, you must keep it in a place of sanity, a place of tranquility that allows you to express the fullness of all that God has ordained for you. If you enjoyed this video to this point, I did not subscribe. How are you not subscribed? So click the subscribe button and also turn on your notification and so that you can be aware when the next video will come. I'll see you in my